Welcome to our 5 on 5. Please be joined today by Dan Ruby, the Executive Director of ScienceWorks Hands-On Museum, I believe.
That's correct.
Good to see you, sir.
Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. So you got this really cool space exhibit going on that you just opened up this weekend. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, that's correct. It's called Apollo 50, Small Steps to a Giant Leap, and it's celebrating the accomplishment of landing people on the moon 50 years ago.
Yeah, and so some pretty cool tech you guys have. This stuff's been used. This is not any kind of recreation or fabrication. This stuff is legit.
We have some cool stuff in here, and one of the high points is an actual NASA mission control console that we got from NASA earlier this year, and we restored it to functionality. So we are a hands-on museum. That's in the name of our museum. So we want to make sure visitors can actually play this thing and play through mission launches and landings on a real mission control console that was used first in Gemini 4, the first American spacewalk, and last used in STS-47, which was the 50th shuttle flight, but the first to take an African-American woman into space.
Okay, wow. So I imagine NASA has a lot of hands-on museums across the country who love this kind of tech. How did you guys get it?
We got it. We actually asked NASA for it, put in a proposal, and we won it. They were excited to send something like this to Southern Oregon, so we've got it. We were very lucky that we have volunteers from our Science Advisory Board that knew what they were doing. So a person named Colin White has restored this kind of equipment before and spent hundreds of hours restoring it to functionality. So the front end is all the original front end, but now it's powered by Raspberry computers on the back end instead of supercomputers.
Hundreds of hours.
Hundreds of hours.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Congratulations to him. That's quite a feat. Is this something, going through the process, as you said, to launch, is this something one child can do, or is it something you kind of need a team? How does that work?
So there are 2 stations at it, and the idea is that it takes a team of people to do this kind of thing. So that's the sense that we want people to get. The cool thing about this, it is somewhat unique in that there are restored consoles, but there are very few that you can actually use. So this is a unique artifact.
Yeah, indeed, I'd say so. All right, we're real good. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll have much more in just a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with ScienceWorks Hands-On Museum Executive Director, top dog, I think that's fair to say, Dan Ruby. So we're talking about this NASA console you guys have. It's pretty incredible to have here. What other parts for that exhibit, for the space exhibit, do you have going on? Right?
Well, once we got that, we decided we wanted to go bigger than we had expected to. We expected to do something for Apollo's 50th anniversary, but once we got that, we decided to kick it up a notch. So another cool thing that we've got in the exhibit is a full-scale lunar lander simulator that we built in our shop. It's the most accurate landing simulator that I've seen at any museum, and so visitors will be able to try to land lunar lander on the lunar surface, though it's very, very difficult.
I would imagine. I know how difficult it is for my kids just to land the flight simulator, and this is a little harder.
Yeah, so the flight simulator was the favorite exhibit last year at ScienceWorks, and this is like that, but taken up.
Yeah, just to the next level.
That's correct.
A few notches. Okay, so how long is all the space exhibit going to be available? I know you guys are constantly reshuffling and reorganizing your exhibits.
Yeah, we're going to have it in our Da Vinci's Garage space until October 10th, but then we're going to move most of the components to another end of the museum and set up kind of a space center inside the museum.
Okay, all right. And what about MakerFest? It's something you guys have, we're a couple months away from it. It's September. What can people expect with that?
Well, on the same theme. So we were very excited with this exhibit that we were making everything. We made spaceships out of cardboard. We built the lander. We restored the console. So in the same theme of making and doing it yourself, we have MakerFest this year on September 15th. It actually will be on Friday at CreatorWorks, and Saturday at Talent Maker City, and Sunday at ScienceWorks. But it's a celebration of that kind of do-it-yourself maker culture. Okay, all right. And can people find more about that on the website and how they can participate in many different ways? It's on our website at scienceworksmuseum.org. Okay, good to see you, man. Thanks very much. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. A lot of work goes into this stuff. Stay with us. We'll be right back.